everybody, my name is Hope and welcome back to my channel. I like musicals to every part of my life, and today I'm going to be giving you some advice if you are starting drama school. Now, it's come that time of year again when the new year rolls around and drama schools are starting back up. And I feel like, as someone who is now in their graduate at drama school, I feel like I have some good advice for first years, what I wish I'd known, things to know, things to do if you are starting drama school. But before I get into this video, remember that you can like, comment, subscribe and do all that fun stuff. You know, like it if you like it, because it really helps me out. And you can also follow my social medias, which is Hope Wilson E, that's Hope Wilson with an E, on Instagram and on TikTok. And with that, let's get into it. So, number one is work-life balance. This is arguably the most important thing you need to know about. The very first thing you need to sort out is your work-life balance, because after that, everything will become so much easier. It is so easy to get caught up in drama school and have it become your entire life. And I'm telling you this because I should really take my own advice, because this is really hard. And drama school usually is just my entire life until I go home. But work out your work-life balance. Of course, you want to dedicate time outside of your classic training to be doing extra things, but don't let it take over your life to the point where it's the only thing that you'll be doing. Plan things with people, go to the theatre, go to a museum, go to the cinema, dedicate some time to watching Netflix and chilling out. It sounds stupid, but if you don't do it, if you don't plan out the time for it, you won't do it and you'll work too much. And when you don't really think about it, it becomes very easy to just come into the I'm not going to do anything else outside of what I do in my week. And that's fair, you do a lot, and especially at the beginning I'm like, okay, fair, settle in and then sort out your life. But just as a reference, like, just doing your stuff in your timetable usually isn't enough, and you'll need to be doing at least a little bit extra, even if that's just one class a week, one extra singing session a week, anything like that. So just keep that in mind and try and make sure that it's a good split. Number two is plan ahead. Now, you can think that you're going to do all the planning in the world and it'll come round to third year and you'll go, oh, actually, I'm not ready at all. And that's completely normal. That's totally fine. But if you can at least start having an idea of what you want, then it will help you out in the long run. So, number one, if you are bad at things, practice them. You're not going to get any better, and the only person who can change that is you. So practice what you're bad at, even if you hate it. Trust me, I know, but you just gotta do it. You just gotta send it, because then maybe you'll actually get good at it. Number two, treat learning songs like an audition, in the sense of, like, there's a lot of songs that I learned that, like, looking back, I'm like, what was the point in learning that? I was never gonna use it. And yet sometimes it's good to learn new rep just to try something new. That's totally fine. That is also a decent purpose for learning new rep. But if you were like, I'm never gonna use this, what would I use this for? And you can't think of anything, and when you ask other people they can't think of anything, I think that's your sign that you're wasting your time learning the song and you should go and find something else. And number three for planning ahead is kind of just like goals that you have. If you have any goals that you want to complete, you're obviously going to want to plan ahead to achieve those goals, because again, the only person that can achieve those goals are you. And if you're like, well, I want to be able to do the splits, how are you going to be able to do the splits if you're not doing anything? Are you going to gym? Are you going to stretch? Are you going to do it every day? Are you going to do it some days? Like, you have to think about these things, because if you don't think about them, you won't do them, because life gets very busy very quick. I guess this is technically point number three, even though I've technically made like 4 points already. But number three is learn how to take care of yourself. It sounds kind of dumb because you're like, I'm still alive, so I'll be doing that. But I think if you've done like a foundation year, it's a bit different because you have probably lived by yourself for a decent amount of time. But if you've not done that, you need to learn to take care of yourself. You need to learn when to go to bed to get enough sleep. You need to learn how to cook good meals, because you're doing a very intense degree. So you obviously need to be able to fuel your body for that. You need to keep on top of all of your chores. It sounds like an easy task, but let me tell you, there is nothing worse than when you're like 9 weeks in and the holiday is like 6-7 weeks away, and you've got laundry to do and you've got meals to make and you've got things to clean. Like, it's not, and you're just wishing that you could go back to when your parents were doing it all for you. So it's something that you need to learn, and learn quick. And I think routine definitely comes into that. Get yourself into into a good routine, because the quicker you do that, the easier it is to stick to it, and it'll make your life just so much easier. It'll just make it easier, and I'll just have to say that. Is this point number 4 or point number 5? I feel like it's point number 5, but it might just be point number 4. The next one is take risks. Again, seems dumb. I feel like as a person who is like chronically anxious, it's very easy to not take risks, and I'm getting to the point now where I'm like, well, I'm gonna have to take this risk because otherwise I have no choice. I'm never gonna get anywhere if I don't take risks. Sometimes you have to take risks in order to get a good payoff, whether that's going to a dance class by yourself. Literally did that. Had to get over my chronic social anxiety to go, this is not something I can ignore. I have to go to Pineapple by myself. Scary, so scary. But now I've gone, and now I've been by myself like 5 times. So achievement. You know, audition for things. Even if you're like, I don't know if this is the right thing for me, honestly, trying to learn to do self-tapes. Self-tapes is such a learning curve. Like, you just have to do it, you have to send it, and then you'll learn from your mistakes like immediately after. But that's what it's for. Like, just kind of take risks in anything you can and just work hard. Like, I feel like working hard is actually like the most important thing, because if you don't work hard, you won't get as much out of it, and 3 years down the line you're going to be going, oh crap, I wish I'd done this and this. But if you don't do that, you won't be thinking that. And my last point, I don't know what number point it is, could be 6, could be 7, could be 1911, I don't know. But my last point is, don't limit yourself to what you can already do. So if you're a legit singer, don't think I'm only ever going to sing legit. If you're a commercial dancer, don't think, well, I'm good at commercial and I'm never going to be good at ballet, because this is what drama school is for. It's for making you more well-rounded. It's for making you learn new skills. It's an opportunity for you to train to be the performer that you want to be. So, you know, enjoy it. You don't want to limit yourself to what you can do, because this is the opportunity to be more. There are so many people I know who were like, I'm never going to be able to belt, I'm never going to be able to do any dance, I'm only this type of a singer. There are so many people I know who were like, I will never sing legit, I'll never do it, I'll never be anything close to a legit singer. And I look at them now and they're literally singing legit so amazingly. So it happens. And even if you're like, it's not going to happen for me, work hard and it will happen for you, I promise. But that's all my starting drama school advice. I probably have more advice, but honestly I was kind of just doing this like off the cuff vibes. I was just kind of going, this is all the advice that I can think of off the top of my head. But yeah, anyone has any questions, feel free to ask them and I will try to answer them as best as possible. I also do like drama school-y type advice on my TikTok, which is Hope Wilson E. That's Hope Wilson with an E. And while you're there, you can also follow me on my Instagram, which is Hope Wilson E as well. And I have made drama school audition advice, but I feel like I also need to make like first year advice, because there's a lot of things that I wish that I would have thought about and known. I mean, I did work very hard my first year, arguably a lot harder than my second year, but I still worked hard and I still made progress, and that's all we can do. Isn't that right? So with that, thank you so much for watching this video. You can like it if you like it and subscribe if you feel like it, because I know you might. Keep enjoying musicals as much as me, and I will see you in the next one.